was good stuff. I like that. I like that music. That was good. Did that remind you of being home?
Yep. Yeah, it took me right back to old GA. You like that remix by Frank at the end, slowing it down?
Yeah.
Ring modulation.
That was
at the
him.
end.
That was you, right? I mean, I wasn't sure what it was.
It was your sports drink taking over.
It is giving me...
Oh, the heart palpitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it positive.
Someone
guys.
just messaged me and said that I should Shui Vasa Prime on air.
Did you ever get the Shui?
No, yeah, I have it. I still owe a Shui Vasa.
Wait,
on
you
air at
have
some
it?
point.
Why didn't you ever bring it in?
I'm a little nervous to do one on the air, if I'm being totally honest.
I don't need you to do one on the air. We're not some gimmick show over here where we need you to do stuff like that. I just kind of want to see it.
Oh, yeah, I can bring it in.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult.
What
But
is
I've
it?
only tried it with carbonated beverages. So, like, I mean, it fires off pretty quickly. So,
Now, what's hard about it? It just comes down real fast?
yeah, I mean,
So what is it,
It's-
like
it's
a
like
thing
shot-
and you open up like a vault and then it...
yeah, a valve. It's like
A
you're
valve.
shotgunning a beer, essentially.
Interesting. And how fast does it come down?
I don't know. I couldn't give you a miles per hour.
But it's like like it's fast.
yeah, you are like quickly chugging
Dang.
the drink.
And it's
and I'm
coming out of like a big hole, a small hole.
It's a medium-sized hole.
All right, I'm just trying to get a read on this situation because when you're doing the actual Shui, it's there's sometimes it just
Oh, right. Yeah, it's like a massive shoe. And I
Yeah.
hate to admit,
yeah.
I'm not the best chugger in the world. I wish I was. It's a skill that I wish I was good at.
Mm. When you were growing up in Georgia, and you spent your childhood there, right? You're not one of these kids that bounced around. It was all Georgia.
My whole life before I moved here, so 24 years.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
like the city of Atlanta.
Suburbs for a little bit, then the actual city of Atlanta from 16 on.
A lot of pickup trucks, a lot of wheat, a lot of like Friday night football, that type of scene.
Yeah, Friday night football was a thing. It's pretty crazy seeing football stadiums up here. They're pretty small.
Yeah, for colleges or high schools and whatnot.
Yeah,
right?
high schools.
Yeah, high
There's
schools.
just like bleachers.
Wow. Yeah, it's nothing over here. All right. Well, great shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Death Row.
Death row.
Very apropos as far as MMA is concerned, because there was once a very famous scene with Suge Knight when they were winning the Source Awards. Do you remember this? And he said, if you want to be at a label where the producer is all up in your videos, you know what I'm talking about, Frank, right?
I actually know what you're talking about.
Oh, you do? Okay. Sometimes these 90 references kind of go over your head.
Yeah. I just got this
Dancing.
at PAX on.
No. Did you get that from the Bumblefly or whatever that thing is?
Nah.
Like they sell it at the mall now.
Yeah.
No, I think this
Hot
was
Topic?
Yeah, I think this was an
PacSun.
eBay purchase, actually.
Oh, so it's legit.
Oh, yeah, this is legit, yeah.
Suge Knight would be rolling in his grave if he saw his shirt sold at Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah, you can get like remixed versions.
Yeah. Also, I think he's alive. But you know what I'm talking about, right, Frank? All up in my videos, dancing.
Yes.
A lot of those people in MMA, a lot of managers all up in the videos, dancing, trying to get the screen time. I mean, they're making like Hall of Fame announcements, and it's like, hey, but it's not about you. You know what I'm talking about? It's not about you. Like, can you get out of the shot? You know. So,
Yeah, plenty of people like that.
yeah. All right. What do we got? Look at that poster there. That is actually a nice poster
Dude,
for a
that's
fight
what
night.
I said. That's
Yeah.
what I said. It almost feels like sometimes they give the best posters to,
What are you trying to say?
the best
lackluster
posters
cards.
maybe don't correlate with the best cards.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Like
but
275 compared to this. Like 275, in my opinion,
Is
is
a
way
mess.
worse than this.
Is
Why
a
they
mess.
don't get like independent artists who make like sick posters to design like the pay-per-view ones is beyond me. Like the artist series are always sick, but
Don't get me started on the posters. I love fight posters.
me too.
When I went to
Yeah.
HBO, when I was working at HBO Sports as an intern, on my last day, they brought me to the, I guess like the supply closet, and they said, take whatever you want. And I grabbed a bunch of old HBO boxing posters,
Oh, that's sick.
and then I put them all over my my apartment in my senior year at Syracuse. That stuff is great. I mean, that's timeless stuff. Here, it's just like, sometimes it looks like a kid drew it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go to it for me to get like a poster like this. Like Serrano Taylor. I just got that framed. It's hanging now.
You got a frame.
Got it framed.
Wow, you went that extra step, huh?
Yeah,
One
I
thing
think
I
it looks
appreciate
better
about
in the
you,
frame.
you appreciate good memorabilia. I feel like you're a big memorabilia guy.
Yeah, I was really hoping for that birding shirt, but
Yeah,
alas.
yeah. You sort of didn't really talk about that.
I don't think people
No, no.
understand the reference. I was going to say the whole thing.
Yes, I know, and I saw
decided to keep it
your
short.
just.
The wheels turning there.
All right, what do we got? Big time card, afternoon-ish card, right? Especially if you're in Hawaii, so that's good. What do we got?
Yeah, so 4 o'clock start. Some of the best news that I received.
4 o'clock main card or 4 o'clock?
Prelims. 11 fights though, so we're probably out of there by like 9.
No, I don't know. I think that's a little bit wishful thinking, but sure.
All right, well, we'll keep it wishful. All right, let's kick it off real fast. Let's start with Jonathan Martinez. I'm going to take him as a single -180. It's the kicks here for me. This is my main reasoning. Martinez has good kicking ability, and if you go back and look at Morales' last 2 losses, just go back and watch the Vince Morales one when he gets throttled by Chris Gutierrez with the kicks. I mean, he just leaves the lead leg out there the entire time. Even when he can't stand on it, he's leaving it out there. Gutierrez just goes back to it again and again, and eventually, I mean, he just crumbles under it, and it gets finished that way. It was just a master class in kicking. Fight before that against Benito Lopez, not quite as bad, but Lopez lands 39 of 52 kicks. I mean, if you rewatch it halfway through the first round, Morales' leg is just bright red. So I think Martinez will find the same success because guess who else trains at Factory X with Jonathan Martinez? Maybe even in his corner this weekend. It's none other than Chris Gutierrez. So I'm going to guess.
Why are you laughing? What's
because I realized I was posing a question to you while you were standing up to get your butternut squash soup, and I probably wasn't going to get an answer on it.
Crinkling cutlery there on the microphone.
What happened to drinking?
Full attention.
Well, I do have breaking news if you want to.
Yes, please.
Whoa. What the hell? Is that the remix?
That's the.
What the hell happened, Frank?
It's a little chorusing on the breaking news there.
Well, I guess it's apropos.
Frank spilled his prime on the sound.
And now everything's.
Did you really? Oh my God. Srinivas would come in here and cut all our heads off. I opted for a big change. No butternut squash today.
What?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Because the weather's
So
changing?
I was trying to sip it, and I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna work. It's lentil soup.
Oh.
So there you go.
Is it a thin broth?
No, it's very thick.
I'm glad that you're in there by yourself.
What do you mean you're glad I'm in there by myself?
I can't do lentils.
You know what? I had the lentil. I had the butternut on Monday. I'm like, you know what? It's been 5 months of the butternut.
I was gonna say, how
I'm
many
kinda over it.
consecutive shows did you do the butternut squash?
Proceed with the picks.
Yeah, Jonathan Martinez. Basically, I just.
What was the question, by the way?
The question was, guess who trains at Factory X with Jonathan Martinez?
Oh, you asked a question. I thought it was more of a rhetorical question.
It was rhetorical, but I was hoping
you were gonna give us the answer.
because of the breakdown that I gave that you were going to be like, yep, it's Chris Gutierrez.
It's a great story.
Yeah, I mean, he just slapped the dude's calves on a way to a finished victory via leg kick. So I assume that Jonathan Martinez is going to know the game plan going into this one. Use the kicks, get the victory. Going with him. Next up, I'm going to go with under 2.5 in Medish. Is that right?
Close. Yeah, it's close enough.
Close enough.
A for effort. Medish. Uros Medish.
Medic, the doctor. The doctor versus the Venezuelan fighter. High class nicknames here. I'm going to go with under 2.5. Medish, kill or be killed. 8 professional fights. Longest any of them has ever gone. 5 minutes, 51 seconds. 7 first-round finishes for the guy. Took the under when he fought Jalen Turner back at 266. Turner a little bit more of a finisher than Morales is, but I just still think Medish kind of gets the finish, or he fights so aggressively he puts himself into dangerous positions and gets finished. So until I see otherwise from Medish, I'm going to continue to play his unders at playable prices.
I feel like you put UFC Vegas 55 up there just to kind of.
I did, yeah.
Why?
I did the fight night thing for a while.
It's so annoying.
I know. I started with the Vegas. Yeah, and then you were like, I hate that. You should stop.
You
doing
realize
that. And I was
why
like,
it annoys
okay.
me, right? Like, we're in the business of being factually correct. There haven't been 55 Vegas events.
It's technically like the Apex. Is that what they're referring to?
Yes, they started it with the Apex events, but honestly, UFC Apex 55 is actually kind of a cool name.
I was going to say,
the
I think it
coolest
sounds
thing
cool.
to come out of the Apex.
Yeah.
So just call it that.
Yeah, I think so too.
It annoys me.
It's also just simple for me. I don't have to, it's easy.
Well, you could have done UFC : HOLM versus Vieira. What's wrong with that?
Maybe I'll start doing UFC FN.
But then what?
Colon.
All right.
HOLM versus Vieira.
Sure, if you want. If you need the FN.
Fight night.
I get that, but it feels like
all right. Let's keep it rolling. Jelton Almeida. I'm going to take him inside the distance, paying a hefty price on the inside the distance prop, but it's because he pretty much finishes every single person he faces. He's going to be at a pretty big weight disadvantage to Parker Porter since he's moving up to heavyweight. Typically, he's a light heavyweight. Parker Porter coming in at the heavyweight max pretty much every time. The pride of New Britain, Connecticut. Does not shy away from how big-bodied he is. But I do think he's going to be at a skill advantage in this one. He claims he is the Brazilian Khabib, so he will at least be at a giant ground advantage. We haven't even seen anyone attempt a takedown on Parker Porter in his UFC career. That's going to change this weekend for sure. I mean, last time out, Jelton, he just made Danilo Marquez look dumb. Guy didn't even land a significant strike on him, finished him in the first round. Like I said, he pretty much finishes everyone in the first round, 10 straight wins. 8 in the first round, the other 2 in the second. I get Porter's on a 3-fight win streak, but the 3 are Josh Parisian, Chase Sherman, and Alan Badeau. Probably not gonna get him in the Hall of Fame for getting those 3 wins. He's also been finishing all 5 of his real losses. He's got the 1 DQ, but in the 5 losses, he's been KO'd 3 times and subbed twice. So I like Almeida's chances to get Porter out of there.
Porter, one of the all-time great names in the history of fighting.
Oh yeah. I mean, New Britain, Connecticut, too. It hurts my heart to go against them.
Do you know New Britain?
That's where I lived.
No way.
Oh, yeah, man. New Britain Bees, the minor league baseball team.
What is it, single A?
No, I think it was like a summer college league.
You go to games?
Never went to one, no.
That shocks me. I thought for sure you'd have a hat.
Hartford Yard Goats guy. That was the real one. The big park, Dunkin' Donuts Park. Double A. Mets affiliate.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Tebow play there one time.
No way.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick. Outfield?
I sat all over the place. And they have it.
No. Didn't he play outfield?
Oh. Yeah, I think so.
Nice stadium?
Great stadium. Actually won minor league baseball stadium of the year.
Come on.
Dunkin' Donuts Park, giant Dunkin' Donuts cup over the scoreboard, and when the Yard Goats hit home runs, the cup steams. It's all-time fanfare.
Great hat?
Great hat, yeah.
You buy one?
No, I never got around.
Shocks me.
Yeah, I know.
Is this a new thing, the memorabilia thing, the paraphernalia?
No, it's always kind of been a thing of mine.
I am shocked you don't have a Yard.
I gotta like it though. I gotta be sold on it. I gotta know that I'm gonna wear it.
And you don't think you would wear that?
No, because I would go in store. It wasn't online. So, all right. Let's keep it rolling here.
Okay.
Joseph Holmes, inside the distance. I tweeted about this one yesterday. It's an interesting fight. Alan Amadovsky coming back after a 2-year, 9-month layoff after getting knocked out by John Phillips in 14 seconds. He has not looked great thus far in the UFC. 2 fights, obviously the 14-second knockout by John Phillips. And then in the other one, he got outstruck 43-6 by Krzysztof Jotko. Jotko went 4 for 4 on takedowns as well and racked up 10 minutes of control time, 30, 26, and 25s across the scoreboard. So not looking great. Amadovsky in those 2 fights landed 0.5 strikes a minute and absorbed 3.14 and has a 0% takedown defense. So he definitely needs to be improving here. Holmes didn't look fantastic last time out, but he at least competed with Jamie Pickett. He's also going to have a massive size advantage in this one, 6 inches height, 6 inches reach. So unless Amadovsky has made significant improvements, I think he's probably going to get put out in this one. Maybe he has. I looked on his Instagram. He's posted pictures with Hamzat at Swedish All-Stars. Sean Strickland and Chris Curtis at Extreme Couture. So maybe he has, but I'm going to make the assumption that he hasn't.
Now, just curious, why did you tweet this one out yesterday?
Hey, you got to go to the tweet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
You're going to make me go to the tweet?
I mean, yeah, you don't have to now, obviously.
Well, I kind of feel like we need the payoff to the question. Let me see here.
I don't know, you know.
You don't think it's going to be a good payoff? We're approaching 10K, by the way.
I feel like you just read it and you just go, okay, all right, moving on to the next one.
Joseph Holmes, inside the distance, sitting at plus 250 on... Oh,
yeah,
different. Okay.
There you go.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
That's why I was kind of trying to just breeze through it.
Well, I mean, how was I supposed to know that? Okay, my bad.
All right, we'll keep it rolling then. Chidi Njoku. Njokani.
You should have just went with Chidi. You should have just stuck with
I know, that's
Chidi.
what I always call him, and that's what I have him like.
And Njokuani. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's obviously impressed me through the Contender Series. And then obviously last time out against MAB, he looked fantastic. Gets the quick knockout. Dude's come up the hard way, going through Bellator, LFA. I'm hoping he's here to stay. I think he is, and this one he's going to be bigger. He's going to have a large reach advantage, 6 inches. I think he's got the quicker striking, the more powerful hands. I think he manages the range well. If you look at Dusto Todorovic, doesn't move his head off the center line much. I feel like he's just going to rush in, use that pressure fighting. He's going to get countered, and he's going to get knocked out.
I like this one.
I appreciate it.
Chitty,
I like
chitty,
it too.
bang, bang.
Yeah, if you don't notice, I'm the chalk king this week because I'm also going to be playing Holly Holm at -210.
Oh,
she's
there it is. All caps. Was the other one all caps? This one just...
yeah, no, they're always all caps.
It just feels like this one is a lot bigger than the other ones. Maybe it's a shorter name. I don't know.
Yeah, it's shorter name, so I made it bigger. Yeah, I mean, she's coming off a fairly significant layoff, year and 7 months. But last time out, you mentioned it on Monday's show. She looked fantastic, landing a career high 154 significant strikes, 5 takedowns. I mean, she made easy work of Irene Aldana. I'm not gonna be the guy that does MMA math, but if we want to do a little MMA math, Irene Aldana had some success against Ketlin Vieira. But yeah, Holly Holm, she's gonna have the obvious boxing advantage. She's shown an improved ground game, control game over the last couple fights. Plus, if you just look at the level of competition, Holm, 5 losses in the UFC, 4 in title fights, and the other one's to Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, she is only losing to the pinnacle of this sport. Concern, her being 40, Ketlin Vieira being 30, but I'm going to trust with the skill, the experience, the strength of schedule, and I'm going to side with Holm.
I like this one.
Nice. Hopefully these pay off. So there's the recap of the singles, and then 2 quick prop parlays for you. Obviously, I don't think Almeida's going the distance. Holm, Vieira. Most of the time, these ladies go to the scorecards, so I'm going to play it safe with this parlay piece of over 2.5. And then the second one, Martinez, Morales, 2 guys that also see the scorecards over 1.5. And then the Holmes, Amadovsky. I do not see that one going the distance, so I parlayed those up as well.
Big fight for Holly Holm. Big fight for 135. I could see a scenario Juliana Pena wins on July 30th. Most likely, they haven't officially announced it just yet, and Holly Holm could be waltzing right into a title shot again when it seems like maybe she was on the outside looking in. Caitlin's a tough out. I still have my eye on that Ponzinibbio. I noticed that you stayed away from that one. I was hoping for
I stayed away from him, but I seriously considered him. I really considered him.
By the way, he opened as the favorite.
Yeah.
Minus 150.
He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter.
He's a great fighter.
It should be an exciting fight.
That if I had to lean towards one right now, and I'm
see, this feels like you're forcing it.
No, actually no, because I'm going back to what New York Rick said. He said, "Pick with your heart, not your mind."
Right.
Which doesn't that go against everything that everyone else says about betting? Like, aren't you supposed to pick with your mind, not your heart?
Something like that.
That's what I always thought it was. F it. Let's go.
Oh, that's it. This is it. Can we get it, Frank?
Frank, I feel it. Why wait? Wait. We're back, baby. Dog of the week, plus 100. It's probably going to go up to minus 250 at this point since we have anointed him the dog of the week. But
plus 100.
Plus 100. There it is.
All right. I might add a half unit on Ponzinibbio just to ride with you, just to show my support and solidarity.
I'm surprised you stayed away from this one. I thought you were down with Pons.
It's such a close fight.
It is a close fight, but you know what? I think a lot of people are sleeping on Pons. I think he's going to turn back the clock. He's going to be like the Fawns out there. It's going to be Pons and Fawns.
The Fawns.
You know what? Pajeda, a little erratic at times. Yes, he's on a nice little roll, but guess what? When the going get tough, the tough get going, all right? Shout out to the pride of Argentina, the one and only Santiago Ponzinibbio. He will be the one to get us back on track.
I love this. All right, yeah. I'll throw a half unit on Ponzinibbio, too.
Frank, you too?
Yeah, why not?
That's a confirmation. Wow, the whole team's riding Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Let's go, Ponzi.
I wear my Messi jersey on Monday?
Wow. You got one?
Only if he wins.
No, do you have one?
No.
Oh, all right.
I wish I did.
My son actually just downloaded FIFA 22.
Oh, nice.
We had a nice little tourney yesterday. It's really fun playing with little kids. He's 10. And all of a sudden now he's saying that he's a Man City fan. He just picked them. Like
my guy Erling Haaland heading over to Man City.
Yeah. Who's that?
He played for Dortmund.
Okay.
One of the biggest up-and-coming stars in all of soccer.
You're a big Bundesliga guy?
Nah.
So why is he your guy?
I mean, he's just a fantastic player.
Oh.
He's a superstar. Young superstar.
It was fun. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. We got to do
some shout outs.
I thought you were going to start with that. Sorry.
I should have, but you strong armed me into the picks. No. So. All right, let's do the big hitter real quick. This week, the man, it's Ryan Welling. 4-leg parlay plus 22,244. Chukagian decision, Davy Grant knockout, Ryan Spann submission, Blachowicz knockout. I don't know how people make these. I mean, this is just
crazy.
This is brilliant. And
here I am getting hyped over Santiago Ponzinibbio, and they're like nailing a 14-leg parlay.
But you want to really wonder how people do these things? This next one, Chris DiCarlo, Caged In MMA Pod. He uses a spinner to make a parlay where he grabs a bunch of different legs, makes plus 8,000, $10 to win 800. Look at this video. He sent me the video of him. Oh. He posted this before he even, like, this was dated before the card. Like, he's using a spinner.
What?
He gets Alan Nascimento. Yeah, he just calls it like the Wheel of Fate or something. There he goes. Adds it to his bet slip. Yeah. And like he just goes about it. I mean, and it worked out for him. Plus 8,000.
That's how he makes his picks?
I don't know if that's how he makes them all, but that's how he made this one. So shout out to Chris DiCarlo, because that is some insane stuff to be able to do that and have it work out for you. Proves that this game's all luck. Last two before we get out of here. Signature MMA back on the show. He hits Kana Watanabe sub plus 1,400. Ryan Spann sub plus 1,600. And then Dan from work. Someone sent me this of their friend Dan from work. He hit Jan round 2 or 3 and Jan round 3. Turned $70 into $1,760. So shout out to Jan. Shout out to Davy Grant for cashing the other guy. You know, it's just the MMA, our guests.
Love it.
Shout out to our guy Jose Pico for winning the Executive League. Great weekend for Jose. A real picture
wow, look
this
at
week.
You guys. Yeah, look at you.
We look great with the money. Money.
And I always like the backstory behind the photo. What do you search for?
This week, I think, was old couple with money was the Google search.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. And then, last but not least, before we get to the questions, we gotta shout out our actual draft of the week.
It's always sped up now.
I just feel like, you know, it drags the show if it's not. We've got a
We're
dog
instead
4
of
hours. A person.
I like that dog. It's a nice looking dog.
Yeah. Scrimpin' Grits. Shout out to him.
What do you win?
$300-something.
Not bad.
Exactly. Won a good amount. And then the last one I have, this guy Brandon, he sent us one how it was his dream to get shouted out. You know, he had a nice like plus like 1,300 parlay. And he was getting a lot of flack for sending it in, so I figured I'd shout him out.
Wait,
shout out to
who
Brandon.
was giving him flack?
I don't know. People were like, oh, this is only a $5 bet, yada yada yada. This isn't gonna get on.
Stop being such haters.
Yeah, there was a major war in the mentions.
The mentions?
Yeah, it was
sort of like me and Killshot yesterday. You saw that?
Oh yeah,
that was gonna be
brutal. That was getting brutal.
Where's the thing? I thought you were gonna pull it up.
Oh no, I just gave him a shout out.
That's it. I wanted to see what the whole hullabaloo was about.
Oh, you wanted to see like the receipts?
Well, no, you said this guy asked for a shout out, so I was looking for what he did. You're just giving him a actual verbal shout out.
Yeah, he hit Spann by inside the distance. Torres.
By the way, Spann inside the distance was a big pick.
Yeah, Torres inside the distance and Caitlin Chukagian turned $5 into $70. Now I feel bad for not making a graphic for him.
I thought I was literally sitting back waiting for the graphic.
Wow.
Don't let him get in your head.
Now I look so mean.
Thanks for asking. I like the lentil soup. It's a little heavy, but it's a nice change of pace.
It's pretty heavy.
I think I might have eaten it a little bit too quickly, but I think it will actually fill me up more. You guys know me. I get really hungry at the end of the show, like really hungry.
You get hangry.
I don't know about that.
See? It's already starting.
All right. Thank you very much. Anything else?
That's it.